Hey guys, Cool Blonde Wave back. I'm Aaron.
I'm Melanie.
And we're back with Supergirl after the crisis. Crisis has been averted,
Which
or
has
at least
changed everything.
dealt with, which I'm really interested on how it's going to go into affecting Supergirl, because it feels like that's going to be the most affected of the shows.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, we have Lex Luthor accepting a Nobel Peace Prize. Like,
True.
I mean, what the crap?
And before all that, and I understand why they got rid of Jimmy, you know? Like, get rid of him because things are going to be changing a whole lot. Bringing back John Cryer and different things. So, hopefully you watch Crisis, because if you didn't, what's wrong with you? Previously, we had some stuff going on with Lena, but we did have some different names mentioned, saying Lena, and maybe there won't be that big of an issue going forward, because the world's kind of different.
Yeah.
Not everyone knows of what occurred before. Not everyone knows Lex is terrible and evil like before. So we'll have to see how that really affects everything. Our poll last time, I don't know if it's going to be too relevant anymore, because the question was, at the end of episode 8, we had Lex ask Marnovu something about, like, what about Lena?
Yeah.
And we want to know what his intentions were asking about Lena Luthor.
Bringing her for help. Or something like
Yeah,
that.
were they bringing her along? Did he want revenge? Or, where were they going with it? Now, Lex Luthor should have memories of what happened prior.
Because he was a paragon.
But we'll have to see where they go with it. But
Because that wink there in the last episode.
based on the question here, 27% before the crisis, I would assume, said not sinister, and 72% said that it was sinister.
Because it's Lex. Of course it is. He asked Lena to bring the permanent marker.
Yes. Now, with that, Dip said sinister. Savannah said he's Lex Luthor. So it makes sense. Thomas is absolutely sinister. He wants to manipulate her some more, just like he did when he outed Kara. He wants Lena to become just like him. So the question I have then is, do we have that happen again? Does Lena no longer know Kara is Supergirl? Like, how is this Earth, and what is it like now?
And what all has been rewritten.
John says nearly every action of Lex's is in his own self-interest, so definitely sinister. Scott says A, she killed him. B, he takes the existence of someone objectively superior to himself personally. C, his dying wish was to utterly ruin Lena's life. What makes you think he'll be any kinder now? Maybe death can change a person. It's possible, but I don't think it did. And yeah, for the most part, everyone just says it's sinister, sinister, sinister. That's it.
That's my favorite. I went to Winchester's in Crisis.
No.
Yes.
Too late for that. So everyone thought it was sinister. How big of changes are we going to be getting into this now? The biggest difference is that there's no longer Kara's Earth. It's now all one Earth with Arrow, Flash, Batwoman, Legends, Supergirl, Black Lightning, all of them.
All of them.
So what does that mean going forward? It might change Black Lightning a little bit, but I really think we're going to get, is Leviathan still around? What is Lena doing now? DEO is now owned by Luthor Corp.
Holy crap, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
So what kind of consequences are we going to be seeing? Let's find out right now.
This can't be real. You're dead.
Wait, she remembers?
Huh?
So, you remember everything?
Of course I remember. I killed you.
Yes, that's
Crap.
right. You killed me. Brought me back to life. To help. But I refused to do so unless he promised that you would make it through okay. And you have.
Oh,
With your noggin intact.
You got
that's what the question was.
Picking up a to-go order for Barney Fife. Anyone out? Oh.
Again?
Is your face made of clay? I
Clay
hate
face.
you, charlatan. Okay, that's I'm taking you into the DEO for questioning. Okay, that's rich. Guess what? I'm taking you into the DEO for questioning. That's rich.
What is with these doubles? The thing
That's
that
what
one?
we were worried about.
Director Danvers.
What was that? What's he wearing?
Going on?
Exactly the correct question. Paradox.
I'm sorry, who the hell are you?
I'm Director Brainiac 5 of the DEO.
I am the director of the DEO.
Why is everyone yelling?
What the hell is going on?
To be cracking me.
You gotta be sprocking me.
In grave danger!
Well, he seems to have been killed by some sort of biosynthetic virus.
The anti-life equation.
Sorry, what?
Oh.
What?
Organic poison.
The multiverse, it's dead?
Unless there's a vibrational frequency henceforth unknown to men, then our universe is the only one that's left.
No.
Apologies.
We need to get Obsidian into every American
That's
household,
Leviathan, right?
and we are so close.
Oh, okay.
Close indeed.
Of technology, right?
Yeah.
What a pleasant surprise. Hi. Hello.
Al's Bar. I do love their margarita mocktails.
Perhaps we should go.
Oh no.
Oh no, the anti-life equation.
No. Prime, help me rid of the virus. What fun!
Oh, yay.
Look, whatever caused that wormhole did this drag us through. It dragged everyone from Al's Bar in each of our universes.
What?
Oh dear.
I never thought I'd live to see the day my mother wore petal pink.
Technically, you didn't. We all died, we all came back, and we both know it.
Huh.
Stored your memories too.
He told me everything. But evidently, the only person he makes deals with gods for is you.
Huh.
I'm glad he told you everything.
What's going on here? Leviathan, that's the one dude. Shaka Khan. I don't know what his name is.
Ramakan. Yeah.
160
Why would you wear those?
For protection.
Protection. Personality inhibitors block you from engaging with the big brain. They stop you from accessing your true self, your true potential, your true happiness.
I'm sorry. I'm Mia. My brain fills me in on everything, and I just
Bottle?
had to see you all.
With
for
a
myself.
world?
Is it an earth in there?
I brought lunch.
That the bottle? Ooh, she has a new effect.
He's not so
Nice.
weak.
And we're waiting. Sweet release.
Oh, he saved his world.
Your world.
I saved them.
Just like Brainiac.
Holy crap.
Genocide.
Oh!
Crap. But where did he go?
I like the camera follow there. That's great.
They can live their dream lives. And eventually, they could stay there
Wow.
indefinitely. Collective of being. A true virtual world will change the game. Our share prices could double.
Where do you put all those people
Stop.
that are being in stasis in a being that's virtual?
My father was horrified at what she had done. He freed the planet. I was so young, angry with him. Taking away my planet. So he placed 3 personality inhibitors on me.
Is that what those things are?
I need to do this alone. You should come too.
I need to do this alone, but you should come too.
Enough talk. It's been ages since we had a good bar fight.
Wait. Are we doing In Sync? We are. Why are we doing In Sync?
Oh my god.
I do.
Oh my gosh. Didn't realize the witches would be so powerful against Supergirl.
One inhibitor broken. Shields!
I can take them off.
Green. You're not even green. They're inhibiting his color even? He is green. That, okay. Alright.
Oh, it even changed his outfit.
Yeah.
what you're going through. How responsible you must feel.
You don't know anything.
I like his outfit though.
Yeah.
I lost everything.
He puts him in the bottle too.
The reason I left the two of you to face today's threat alone is because I've been tracking Lex Luthor's every move. He's been calling the archive for information on only one thing, Leviathan.
Leviathan is defeated.
Leviathan is everywhere. I fought against Lex Luthor, and it led to catastrophe beyond imagining. It endangered the entire world. If you're gonna save your world, you have to work with Lex Luthor. I'll show you everything you need to know. You must give up everyone and everything that you hold dear.
Well, that... No.
You were a sociopath, a liar.
What you need is the truth.
Oh. Okay.
What is it?
It's the thing you reach in, you touch, and it makes you tell the truth.
Oh.
The truth seeker.
You don't need me. Why do you really want to work with me?
Truthfully,
You got to.
I don't want to be alone.
No one wants to be alone. That's the whole theme of this episode. No one wants to be alone. Alright. Now stick it on her. Damn.
Together, that's
The issue.
what has to change.
Dang it.
I can't be with you anymore.
Poor Nia.
Oh, damn. I figured. I wonder how this is going to play out. The Man of Tomorrow.
Welcome, everyone. You're welcome.
You're too good to me.
We were partners when we took over the last world. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
These losers, man.
My partner, Lex Luthor, the man
I
of
was leaning towards Supergirl, and now she's leaning with Lex.
Jeez.
I have reason to believe a particular doppelganger came through the wormhole. It can bring the future to us.
Is
Is it Ramadan? Oh. When?
When? What? I took too long to register my head, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not Milo.
How many seasons have I been asking for this?
For when? I mean, he left in season 3.
Yeah.
So he's been gone for a season?
No. Was
Is
it
that right?
just 3? Or was he only partially in 2?
How far back does this go?
I only went to
Episode
4.
1
Must be season
of
4.
this. Of season 4, yeah. Which had no win. Win left. Episode 1 of season 4. I wrote win left.
I'm pretty excited.
Interesting. I wonder how this will play out with Win.
I wonder what his storyline is.
They said it was a doppelganger.
Yeah. So I wonder if he's the son of a toy maker as well, and like.
Yeah, he could be bad or something.
Yeah, if he's bad,
See,
good.
you said about the doppelganger of an Earth, but Win went to the future because Brainy stayed in the
Right.
present. So I was like, well, maybe there's future information, but maybe there's not, or I don't know.
So that's what he's saying about playing it as long as they play their cards right. So if they unlock. Because Lex has been able to unlock everyone's memories of the past.
No. So he told the mother of what happened, and he filled her in on everything that happened prior. The Lena was the conversation he had with Marnovu.
Okay.
When he said about, but first, Lena. So basically our poll
Okay, yeah.
was that he wanted by the end of this that Lena still exists. He's like, she better still be here, basically. I'll do this as long as she's fine. Which meant that she was here with her memories and everything intact, was how she came to be unaffected.
Okay.
So it was, maybe sinister, but not sinister towards Lena.
Okay.
So, man. So right now, they said the people who remember are, which, minus Lex Luthor, who caught up his mom. What was her name? Lillian?
Lillian sounds right. Lillian Luthor?
That sounds right. Lila. Brainy, Nia, Kelly knows.
Kelly, Alex
knows. I'm guessing Jimmy won't. I don't know where Jimmy is. That's going to be weird because of whatever the history is between Jimmy and Kelly. Did this Jimmy become Guardian? Did he not become Guardian?
Oh, yeah.
What's the history of their parents?
But that
and
actor
stuff?
is busy, right?
True, but if he comes back, are they gonna, hey, here's your memories back, or are they gonna be like, hey, your life is different? I don't know. No Leviathan anywhere, which is interesting. We asked if the Leviathans would be brought back somehow because of this new thing, but apparently not. Maybe they show up again in the future, but we still have that Gemma girl.
Right, and I think it's still there because as the female Brainiac was leaving, she's like, Leviathan is everywhere. So, Leviathan is still a thing.
They said there's no proof in this Earth. Was what Lex was looking at, was that proof from the past Earth that he had? Or was that, because there was like Ramacon and stuff in there. I don't know. I like that the anti-life equation was brought up.
Yeah.
That reminded me of Young Justice.
But not true. Like, because the other Brainiac is the one that actually killed him. So was it actually
that's what they were using to kill them.
Okay.
Though, right? Alright, so it's sent through the brain to kill them. So it's a virus coming from the brain and stuff. It's probably different than what we had like in Young Justice with Granny and all that kind of stuff. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to see. Yeah. But if they're bringing an anti-life equation, could they bring in some things like that with, like what was in Young Justice and in some comics, I think, too? Maybe. Gemma. I'm trying to think how Gemma plays into it. Like, in this world, is that Gemma lady part of Leviathan still? I imagine so.
And an old lady's Granny?
I don't know.
I still think she's Granny.
I'm not sure how Leviathan plays through with it. I did like them bottling an Earth.
Yeah.
That's straight out of, Brainiac. He would capture cities and stuff, and they'd be like his little, like, snow globe collection, basically.
Makes you be like, wow, he's powerful. So.
But they took it to the fortress. My one question, I guess, too, is at the end of Crisis, we had Oliver, like, showing different Earths and such. So I wonder if they just don't know it, or what? Because they were like, we don't have a multiverse anymore. There's just our Earth. But like Oliver the Spectre, the all-seeing thing, maybe he's aware of it, but they don't know that they're there. That's why they think they're all combined.
True, because we even saw. I don't have it in this one. Titans and stuff.
There was the
at
Stargirl
end?
one,
Yeah.
Titans, Doom Patrol, Swamp Thing. We had all these Earths listed. So that's why I'm wondering, like, where's the conflict there? When they showed at the end of Crisis, are they doing it because they just don't know. They haven't been able to find it, but they are there. Oliver, who was talking, is all powerful and he knows, whereas maybe they don't.
Right.
I
am worried about Winn coming back though, and Brainy's change. What if we're by the end of this going to replace Brainy with Winn, just like Brainy replaced Winn?
Maybe. I don't know what we get out of Winn though, like how it's gonna be, if he's gonna be good, bad, toy makery.
I don't know. I'm just apprehensive, I guess. Like,
he might also just be like an episode or two,
True.
Let's jump over to Q&As and see what people say over there real quick, and then we'll go from that point. All right, guys, so we do Q&As over at Twitter. You can do @BlindWaveProd, #Supergirl Q&A. So we'll go through all of the questions and thoughts that we have here, see what you guys think. If you guys want to submit questions for Supergirl in the future, make sure you guys do that when you're watching it Sunday night. Or, don't forget, we also do Flash, Legends, Arrow. You can submit questions and thoughts for those other shows as well. Sim says, how do you guys like Megan Rath's Brainy? She's so different from Jessie's portrayal, I wouldn't mind her sticking around for a couple episodes. I don't know, why'd they use her? But what'd you think of her as Brainy?
It was fun.
It was fun?
Yeah, I had nothing against it.
I'm trying to see what she's been in. New Girl? someone named May. Being Human with Sam Witwer. I was hearing too much. I was curious on...
looks familiar.
I was curious on the choice. Her portrayal was different, is all it really was for me.
A lot more down to earth.
Was it more down to earth? It was kind of more... What was she? She was the DEO. Shoot.
The director?
Director. That's the word I was looking for. Director of the DEO on her Earth.
Mm-hmm.
She was more, I don't know, investigative. I kind of liked her. It'd be interesting to see her return, but all the brainies, I don't get what they did at the end. They had their life projector, right? They're like, here's your life projector, and then they put it and suck themselves back in. Can they blow themselves back out since they suck themselves in? Like, how does that work?
I have no idea.
Oh, that's Brainy's real sister?
Oh, really?
That's what Ultra says, that Megan Rath is the sister of Jesse Rath, which I didn't even think about the names being the same.
Because the whole time I was like, is that Brainy dressed up as a girl? No, they wouldn't do that. And then I'm like, oh no, those eyelashes are not the same. So they look similar. But my first look was, oh, Brainy's dressed up like a girl. That's okay.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I didn't realize that. That's cool that they did that, just to be like, hey, you play. I wonder if they have like how much of a difference in age or anything they are, because they look fairly close in age and everything.
They do.
But, no, it was fun. I didn't have any issues with it. It kind of caught me off guard a little bit of being like, well, that's weird. Brainy finds a girl this one, but in infinite universes, you're bound to have about 50-50 of girls and boys of the same person.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, Megan says, do you guys think there will be more repercussions from Crisis affecting Supergirl? And do you think that everyone will find out Lex's true intentions?
What are his true intentions? Other than to rule the world, because the mom was saying at the very end, but we took over the last world together.
Yeah, they were partners together then. I don't know. Repercussion-wise, yes, we can't be done yet. There's got to be a few more things we dive into. There may be some answers here that might also answer what was going on over in Batwoman. Mm-hmm. But I'm really curious, like the next couple weeks, how things mold back to what they need to be with, especially Supergirl and a lot of the changes there, because she's going to be dealing with, her and Alex are talking about Lex Luthor and how they got to work with him and under him and all this kind of stuff, and then what Brainy's doing. So the repercussions of Crisis very well could last the rest of the season.
Oh, yeah.
With the route that Brainy's going now and what's going on with Wynn and, all that. Leviathan being changed. So I think we're going to be having Crisis affecting the rest of the season. Dobby says, bottling the world to save it is a cool idea. Female Brainy was my favorite. I'm glad she wasn't bad. Yes, I am as well.
Yeah, me too.
The breakup and working with Lex feels like unnecessary drama. Favorite alternate Brainy and thoughts on the new green look. And does this world get unbottled?
I don't know if the Nia breakup was unnecessary drama, because he had to break up with her in order to complete this mission of working alone.
Well, yeah, but that was given to him by this Brainy who was like,
his sister.
You have to do it, or else don't fall in the same trap that I did. You got to do this, this, and this. Where does he have to? I mean, there's no way of knowing. So it may have been extra drama. Who was your favorite Brainy?
I did like the girl Brainy as well. She was a lot of fun. And like I said, she's pretty much click and point. I loved when she took over the room and was like, hey guys, this is what's going on. This is what we need to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check, check. Let's move on.
Yeah. But then she was gone for so long.
Yeah.
So I wish she would have been around a little bit more. No, I think that she might have been my favorite of them. It was neat seeing Jesse have to do a few different people. Mm-hmm. Like he had that one random one-eyed Brainy.
That one died.
With a bottle. So.
It reminded me of like Harry Wells, like Room of Harry Wells.
Yeah. Dobby says, even when everyone knows he's evil, Lex is still playing them like a fiddle. I get everyone else being forced to work with him, but Lena has a choice and should know better. Does Lex go to prison in the end? Seems no one knows there's a new multiverse. I mean, Lex is manipulating Lena, and they both came to the point of, well, we'll work together until we feel like we are no longer profitable to each other. you know, until our goals no longer cross paths. And then it seems like they're both in the same position of like, well, then we're done.
Yep.
So, do you think Lex will go to prison at the end? Last time he died.
He's too manipulative to go to prison. He might go underground, like maybe Cadmus is rebuilt, and he'll be able to go underground and run away somehow.
In the Superman movies, he was captured, and then like in the second one, he was in jail, and then they escaped like prison. So it could be interesting to have him in like prison, but he was already in prison before.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
He was in prison, even though he was leaving often because he had everyone under his thumb there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I think the multiverse thing may just be that they don't know that there's another multiverse, while someone who's all powerful like Spectre was able to tell us. All right, Charles B says, how long do you think it'll be before they learn what the multiverse, that the multiverse does still exist? Supergirl's never went into that very much. I feel like if anyone's gonna find out, it's gonna be Flash Team.
Yeah.
They've dealt with the multiverse stuff the most, and I feel like if anyone's gonna realize it, it's gonna be them.
Well, I think because they will also be looking, because they want to know what happened to Jesse Quick and stuff like that, you know?
Maybe, yeah. You know, Nash, what's going to happen with Nash? Because he was from another planet, and where's his planet? Is it still around? Is it still out there? Is Harry and Jesse still alive? Things like that. So, yeah, I don't know. They probably won't find out until they cross over to Flash.
Yeah.
Which is much more possible now. And then Jose, looks like he has our last Q&A for the day, which says, how are you guys feeling about this season? I feel like Lex or Lena should be the big bad for this season, because whenever Leviathan gets brought up, I don't feel like much is known about them for me to care about whatever they're planning on doing. What would be interesting is that you have Lex here for a little bit, and then you seed in Leviathan up until making them like the big bad of the season. Mm-hmm. And then it'd be kind of like what you did with Lex Luthor last season. You seeded in little bits, and then Lex Luthor was the big bad after he manipulated Agent Liberty, and you know this happened with the Red Daughter, and
which
so
I think they are, because you have Gemma. Is that what you said her name was?
I think it's Gemma. But we had what was the first part of the season?
Ramacon,
right? Mm-hmm. Like we saw Leviathan and some dangers and what they could do,
and he did all the earthy stuff, and now we have Gemma. Technology based,
which we know she was
Obsidian, so it's like, wow, they can take over the world here versus Lex taking over the world there.
Like what? I don't know what her plan is, but it has something to do with putting people into technology, believing that it's real, basically.
So I wonder if it's like a whole nother world that she's developing, and they get sucked into that world, or if it's like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I mean, I don't know. Could it be some frameworky kind of stuff where like they believe they're in the real world now because they're here? I don't know what they do. I'm hoping that it all kind of weaves in and out and makes sense. But I think it would be cool to see how dangerous Leviathan is, because Lena said Leviathan was even controlling Lex, and it felt like Lex had no idea what that was. So it'd be nice if Lex is upset about that. Lex, Lena, and Supergirl have to work together to actually defeat Leviathan in the end.
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of cool to have to work with their enemy to make it work out. So
that'd be cool, because we were kind of hoping that's what Crisis was going to be, but then Lex forced his hand. So yeah. All
right, that's it for Q&As from Twitter. Thank you guys for submitting questions and thoughts. Make sure you guys do that next week if you guys have any, and as we said, for the rest of the live shows, we do that for every live show as well. Anything else that you have that you wrote down that you wanted to...
pretty psyched that they hit some of the repercussions right on the nose. Like, Al's bar is now ran by 2 Als, and that there's, there could be multiple people here that can also go into other shows, like you mentioned. But other than that, that's one of the main repercussions that we saw.
Yep. Yeah, I'm interested to see how this goes forward, where we end up with for Supergirl, and how maybe some of this affects Legends or Arrow or whatever, I have some questions with Arrow on the future and where that goes with stuff that we've seen in the past 2 seasons now reflecting to the future of the Arrow's universe.
They already hit some subjects with Black Lightning, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. So,
really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it for our Q&As, for our thoughts. We still need a poll. I think the poll for this episode is going to be, when is he going to be good or bad? They mentioned about him being a doppelganger from another planet, right? So he seems to not be our Win. So will this Win be a good guy that they can utilize to help with? Or is he like protege to the toy maker?
Yeah, they said that they have him arrested right now, right?
Yeah, so like
So,
what
he
was
might be
going
bad.
on? Yeah, I'm curious on what's going on there. Was it a misunderstanding that he was arrested? Is he a bad guy where he was arrested? Let us know what you guys think going forward, and we look forward to talking about it next episode.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the rest of the CW Universe shows that we cover right here at Blind Wave. Also, patreon.com/blindwave. You can vote in the polls, see full length, and much more. See you guys next time.
Bye.